Well, thanks for visiting us this morning at KTALnews.com and your Weather Authority app. I'm meteorologist Josh Marces, and this is your Monday morning forecast update. The threat of severe weather is still with us in a few areas later tonight as well as tomorrow, but it looks like that severe weather threat seems to be dwindling somewhat, so I'll have an update on that. Very warm week, but we have some cooler temperatures and some rain on the way for the weekend. Looks like our stretch of dry weekends may be coming to an end here, so we'll get to that in just a moment as well. But your temperature is fairly mild. We'll be in the 60s. You can feel that muggy air, the humidity coming back with the south breeze this morning. So just from a temperature standpoint, won't feel too many changes today compared to yesterday. Majority of us in the low to mid 80s this afternoon. You'll notice a few areas in the 70s here. That's where your chance of rain will be slightly higher this afternoon, as well as a warm front that just kind of cruises through late in the day today. In this area of low pressure, that's what's going to trigger some of the severe weather across the country. You can see the big low back here in the western states. That will continue to translate towards the Arctic here, and that will kind of nudge in some of the ingredients for severe storms. But it looks like we may wiggle out of this one as far as any severe weather later today. Looking at a pretty significant impact as storms maybe overnight tonight in Kansas and Nebraska and back through Oklahoma and North Texas. These storms overnight may just brush McCurtain and Red River counties, so I'd be on the lookout maybe for some wind there. That would be the main threat with any storms tonight. And the same system will be sweeping through tomorrow, so there may be some redevelopment of the storms. This will be Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening, and again, that slight risk has been bumped to the north for most of the weekend. We were included in that yellow slight risk area across much of the Arctic, but as of this morning, the Storm Prediction Center has kind of bumped that to the north, and it's really questionable whether or not we'll see any storms actually develop on Tuesday. We have a bit of a lid or a stable atmosphere above us, so that may prevent some of the storms from getting going Tuesday afternoon, but we'll kind of plot things out here in your Robbins to Futurecast. Mostly cloudy today. We will see some sun out there, and you'll see that little just quick shower maybe north of I-30, which is why I included that 20% chance of rain. Higher chance of seeing, again, some dying storms in the northern Arctic tonight. And for your Tuesday, we're looking at those mostly cloudy conditions, and this would be a little line of storms maybe trying to develop in the afternoon and evening, but you can see there on Futurecast it really didn't paint anything in as far as any rain or thunderstorms, and that's not the only forecast model that's showing us that this morning. So we can hope that we'll keep a lid on things here, not only to avoid severe weather, but just to be on the lookout for some heavy rain. Doesn't look like we'll see that either. We really need that chance to dry out after the heavy rain that we saw last week, so at this point I wouldn't expect that we'll see much rain. And if we did manage to see some strong storms tomorrow north of I-30, wind and hail would be the main threats. Lower threat to see maybe a brief tornado, but again, I think wind and hail would be the main issues with any storms out there late Tuesday. Slow or low chance for rain Wednesday and Thursday. Stays very warm, but late this week and into the weekend we have a cold front that's going to come through, so it looks like the majority of the rain coming through maybe late Saturday into early Sunday, and much cooler for the weekend. We'll drop back into the 70s on Saturday, and some of the cool air behind that front may drop us into the 60s by next Sunday.